ang Brazil, Lucas de Abreu.
Nice body by Mindoro. Follow by the uppercut.
Isa sa maituring na future world champion ng Philippine boxing ngayon, itong si Weljon Mindoro ng Zamboanga del Sur, isang undefeated na may 100% knockout rate. Si Mindoro ay 24 na taong gulang, may taas na 5 talampakan at 11 pulgada, na may kartadang 12 panalo, walang talo at may 12 knockouts. Kumbaga pinabagsak niya ang lahat na kalaban. Tinatawag na triggerman dahil sa tulis at lakas ng kanyang mga suntok na lumalaban sa middleweight division.
Nice body by Mindoro. Follow by the uppercut.
At dahil sa kanyang performance kinuha na ito at nag-training na sa Amerika. Matapos ang impresibong panalo ni Mindoro sa unang laban sa Amerika kontra sa Briton na si Tyler Goodjohn, kung saan pinasuko ng ating Pinoy si Goodjohn sa ikalawang round, talagang napahanga ang mga American fans at tinawag pa nilang Canelo Alvarez ng Pilipinas itong si Mindoro. Dahil nagustuhan ito ng mga fans, ngayong Nobyembre 2024, muli nilang pinalaban si Mindoro sa Amerika at dito ay makakaharap niya ang prospect ng Brazil na si Lucas de Abreu na may kartadang 14 na panalo, 5 talo at may 11 knockouts. Bilang kapalit kay Marcos Osorio Betancourt na umatras sa laban. Hindi pwedeng makumpiyansaan itong si Abreu dahil kumuha ito ng 10 sunod na panalo at lahat ay tinapos niya sa knockout sa pagpasok nito sa professional boxing at kilala na ito sa United States dahil sa kanyang mga panalo.
Lucas de Abreu.
Habang ang Pinoy Triggerman ay ito ang kanyang ikalawang laban sa Amerika. Mula nang dito na siya nag-training upang magkaroon tayo ng malawak na ideya kung gaano ba katibay at kalakas itong si Mindoro. Atin munang balikan itong laban ni Mindoro kontra sa world-class boxer ng Japan, ang pinsan ng monster na si Naoya Inoue. Ito ay si Takeshi Inoue na may 19 na panalo, 2 talo at 11 knockout, na lumaban na rin sa isang world championship. Hindi ito basta-basta si Inoue dahil nagmula ito sa 2 magkasunod na panalo at isang WBO Asia Pacific at OPBF champion. At palagi pa itong kasama sa training ni Naoya Inoue. Pagbungad pa lang ng unang round, mainit na agad ang palitan ng suntok ng 2 knockout artists.
For 2 of them will be when 2 knockout artists get on top of the ring, you were saying anything can happen.
Anything can happen. As you can see earlier, Mindoro threw an uppercut that landed, and sometimes it can be.
If you are a knockout specialist, if you are.
It does, but depends on your style. And I think a good straight. You know the similarities between Mindoro and Umair is pretty
Long battles, actually. That's a different boxing form. Of course, that's Olympic boxing. I mean, 2 knockout artists get on top of the ring. You were saying anything can happen.
Anything with an uppercut that landed, and sometimes it can be Takeshi Inoue in your style. And I think, yes, like I said,
stumbled.
And that rocked in a way. And and usually when the knockout artist sees that opportunity and that it's delivered straight at the chin,
Tuloy ang mainit na aksyon dito sa ikalawang round kung saan parehong nagpakita ng tibay itong 2 boxers.
Perfect range for Mindoro to tee off on.
Love the KO artist, the slugger.
You see Mindoro trying to sneak that guard, which it's open right in perfectly because Inoue comes in.
And he seems on target, rocking Mindoro a bit. Oh, Inoue coming to life here.
coming in with overhand and hook, just like that. You know,
For all you know, you could be slammed and hit by that.
and what Takeshi needs, Inoue needs to come in and tee off on the body.
And hopefully Mindoro
Walk,
Yeah.
you take lightly.
Because 19 fights, and he also has 11.
With this with this, the overhand from Sweat.
Rachel, that seems to be the go-to punch of Inoue. He likes doing that.
Beautiful kata, Manila, Philippines.
And no question about it. You have to put up a better game. In the meantime, time remaining is 1 minute and 20.
Good counter hook by Mindoro.
Yes, and that forced...
15 seconds left. Can he put him away?
and he's throwing it wildly at us. Suddenly, this alarm clock usually tells boxers, let's go for it. We're continuing with
Decisions only, so he has not been knocked out yet. Hey.
and he's throwing it wildly at that. Suddenly, this alarm clock usually tells boxers, let's go for it.
He's hurt. He's just taking control. You know, the second round could have been given to
Mindoro, 1 round to Inoue.
And
Trying to take these shots from Mindoro and decisions only, so he has not been
sucked into this brawl. Sometimes fighters love that though.
Yeah, and again, you heard him in the early rounds, and then now he's coming in and being impatient.
And that jab as much as probably that first round.
He looks tired in my view right now, seeing him breathing and his powers.
Sa ika-4 na round, sigawan ng mga Pinoy fans nang magsimulang umatake si Mindoro. Ngunit hindi rin natinag dito itong dayong si Inoue.
To be anxious and eager to finish off Inoue. You know, Inoue is a little like Joe Frazier, just staying there, just stalking inside. Doesn't want the distance because the distance could be advantageous to Mindoro if he decides to go back to that jab. Right hand nearly
knocked out yet.
For Mindoro, the overhand that landed because again getting that distance, and this might have going into this fight. But in this round, he's like, I taste it, like your analogy with the shark.
Inoue doing a good job of clinching.
Inoue loves this distance. He loves being on
stage. Yes. You've seen that, huh?
I've slipped
or wanting it to even land. And the problem with that is that he leaves that out there. It gives Inoue an opportunity to.
This is good uppercut, good overhand.
This is a 50-50 fight for Mindoro now.
Well, I think Inoue is just pressing on now. He's getting that. He's never been 12 rounds.
Right.
There's Mindoro to be anxious and eager inside. Go back to that jab. Right.
If what reaction
or other angles to work with. Oh, there's a slip. There's a slip. Hang on, the referee. So you've been fighting mostly in the States.
Yes.
You've seen that, huh?
Mindoro is doing, and now he's pressing this round and just doing what the phone booth fighting.
Inoue is very comfortable in that right here.
This is
good uppercut, good overhand.
This is a 50-50 fight for Mindoro now.
Well, hurting Mindoro.
Oh, that's a good point. Like in this situation,
fighter, but the experience that
might not be the most prudent thing to do because you're
that distance. But Inoue is showing that Mindoro doesn't want to trade within that distance right there. He's just very comfortable. He leans on him, which is exhausting.
Hindi pa rin nagpakita ng kapaguran itong dalawang fighters dito sa kalagitnaan ng laban na parehong tumatanggap ng malakas na suntok.
Happened in the earlier rounds or the previous rounds. Inoue was moving around a lot to see what Mindoro is doing, and now he's pressing this round and just doing what the phone booth. Inoue's got to press. Their head bumps again, like you mentioned. I think
when one fighter starts pressing your head down, you can tell that they're desperate. Which might which might not be the most prudent thing to do because your trunks all get soggy and wet and heavy. In the meantime, in fighting,
that distance, showing that
this guy is tough.
Yes.
Well, both guys are tough.
Yes.
And the thing about powerful,
a bit of redness developing on the left cheek of Inoue.
Inoue keeps leaning in, and honestly, if Mindoro timed it right, he would be able to uppercut.
You were saying? You were saying?
That was an uppercut.
And Mindoro with the good second wind recovery here. And Inoue forcing Mindoro to get tied up. And he's hurt. Now he has hurt Inoue. Inoue embracing, hugging, clinching.
And will that bother Inoue?
Or consequently, is that a target for...
Might just get stopped due to a cut.
And the corner will have separate a minute and 20 work. Not throwing it a lot compared to the earlier round. Oh, Inoue with a good Mindoro. The upper wet right now.
Inoue trying to put him back on.
And now he's just trying to press overhand again from
He does
Inoue.
not want this fight to go longer due to if it stops.
Sa ikawalong round, umatake na itong si Inoue na gusto ng pabagsakin si Mindoro. Ngunit napahanga din sila sa tibay ng ating Pinoy.
Now trying to pounce on the opportunity. Inoue clinching again. Inoue could be leading in the scorecards. If he is, just by a slight margin, but he could be leading right now to 1 minute and 7, round number 9.
Overhand by Inoue and pushing.
The last 3 rounds have... I know, and all that jazz, but it's part of the fight game as well.
It's definitely part of the fight, and especially forward and try to just get Mindoro any distance to step back. Oh, good overhand.
Nice right hand.
And that was
A slight margin, but he got the blood. I see.
but Inoue is stepping back a little bit, and now he presses again and again, another overhand, but because of that jab, which is not affecting Inoue.
He takes a moment. Has already lost nothing yet. 2 draws in his fight. Or he has
Two losses.
2 losses. I'm sorry, my mistake. My misread.
Overhand again from Inoue because of that.
Binuhos na lahat ng dalawang boxers dito sa final round, kung saan matapang na nakipagsabayan itong batang Pinoy.
Good left hook
Good.
that time. To be able to get this one, he needs a special performance here in the head.
Good hook.
Yes, he's not. And he nailing. Time and again.
That's why he's pushing the fight right now.
he is.
A good
Oh,
uppercut
yes,
by
sir.
Inoue. But Mindoro coming back with his own a little uppercut. Inoue he's able to press forward because
You win, you're smiling from ear to ear. You want to fly home with a win.
well, this is why he's pushing the fight right
Yes,
now.
he is,
By
sir.
Inoue. But Mindoro coming back with his own a little uppercut as well.
The uppercut has been the golden punch here in this fight. Both have unleashed it.
Both up. Referee broke that action up.
By Inoue.
Matapos ang mainit na aksyon, ang isang judge ay pabor kay Mindoro, ang isa pabor naman kay Inoue. At ang huling judge ay nagbigay ng draw kaya nauwi sa tabla ang laban. Pero sa score ng mga fans, panalo si Mindoro. Sa inyo naman score sa laban, kung sino ang panalo, pag-usapan na lang natin yan sa baba at suportahan na lang natin si Mindoro kontra kay ABREU ngayong Nobyembre 9 sa Amerika.